You are driving on the highway right now, and your phone buzzes. A photo, a description, a license plate. You glance, you forget, you keep driving. 30 years ago, that alert did not exist. A child could vanish, and the search would start hours too late. This is the story of the 9-year-old girl who changed that. And the real answer is stranger than you think. Her name was Amber Hagerman. She was riding her bicycle near her grandparents' house in Arlington, Texas. A neighbor heard her scream and saw a man force her into a pickup truck. He called police within minutes. Minutes matter. Investigators call the first hour the golden hour, the same term used in emergency medicine. The faster the response, the higher the chance of a different outcome. Police searched for 4 days. There was no system to instantly tell an entire region a child was missing. Her body was found in a drainage ditch. The case was never solved. A Texas mother named Diana Simone read about the case in the newspaper. Why not use the emergency broadcast system, the one built for tornado warnings, to alert the public the moment a child was abducted? She called a local radio station. They listened. Dallas-Fort Worth broadcasters partnered with police to build what became the Amber Alert, named for America's missing broadcast emergency response. Why does public alerting work better than a search alone? Criminologists call it diffusion of responsibility. A handful of officers can only be so many places. Thousands of people receiving the same alert turns the search from a few people's job into everyone's job. Researcher Timothy Griffin studied Amber Alert outcomes for years. His findings were nuanced. Many alerts end in family reunification, not stranger captures, and the system performs best in a narrow category: stranger abductions with immediate danger. That precision is intentional. A system that fires too often stops meaning anything. Psychologists call this alert fatigue, the same reason you stop hearing a car alarm after the third false trigger. So officials set strict criteria: confirmed abduction, evidence of danger, a usable description. Without all three, nothing goes out. That is why the alert tone on your phone is different from every other notification. It was tested and chosen specifically to cut through whatever you're doing. You weren't built to ignore it. It was built so you couldn't. By 2005, every state had adopted the system. The Department of Justice created a national coordinator so a child taken near a border wouldn't vanish into a jurisdiction with no matching protocol. What started as one phone call to one radio station became federal infrastructure. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children found that public tips generated by Amber Alerts recovered hundreds of children, often within hours, not days. Amber Hagerman's own search took 4 days with no public alert at all. That gap used to be measured in days. Now it's measured in minutes. Why do strangers respond so strongly to someone else's missing child? Evolutionary psychologists point to a concept sometimes called kin-adjacent altruism. Humans evolved in small groups where a missing child threatened the whole tribe's survival, not just one family's. You still carry that wiring, even in a city where you'll never meet the child on the alert. That's why people pull over and scan license plates for a car they'll never actually see. It isn't really about the tone. It's something ancient in you, responding. Diana Simone had no background in law enforcement. She had a newspaper article and a phone call. That instinct built a system triggered thousands of times since, one that reshaped how an entire country responds in the first 60 minutes after a child disappears. Amber Hagerman's case was never solved. Her name became known not because of what happened to her, but because of what her death made other people build. So tonight, when your phone buzzes with that tone, you'll glance at it the way you always do, But now you know what you're looking at. A golden hour compressed into one notification, a radio station's idea turned into federal law, an ancient instinct wired straight into your pocket. The alert did not exist 30 years ago. Now it exists because a 9-year-old girl rode her bike one Saturday, and the world decided 4 days was too long to ever wait again.